The log is off.
Good evening, Martin. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Feeling a bit exacerbated, wrong word, but feeling a bit exhausted in this heat. It's a bit warm in here.
So hot in it. We're recording this on a bank holiday Monday of all days, and
Sweaty.
it's like 1,000,000 degrees, I think.
Sweaty. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can say, sweaty.
Ball
it's,
soup.
Yeah, it's really horrible, actually. It's really not nice at all. Anyway, obviously, because we're true professionals, we'll continue on in these less than ideal circumstances.
Yeah, and as discussed before, I just think we deal poorly with weather in this country.
We deal poorly with weather in this country, both ourselves and as a nation. Ourselves, probably because we're carrying too many pounds.
Yeah.
It's age-old adage.
Speaking of being a fat idiot, you said something in the last episode which got us a little bit more views on TikTok than we normally get.
Nice work in there.
I thought that was a decent segue. So, a little bit rude.
So you called us a fat idiot.
Yeah.
For the purposes of just getting you to your next topic.
No, because what you said in the last episode was the musings of a fat idiot.
Okay, tell me.
You said that Star Wars wasn't very good. That caused a backlash on TikTok.
Yeah,
we've got 5,500 views on that short I put on about this. And the reason I put it on was because I wanted to see what people would react to. And it produced one of the best comments I've ever read. I was absolutely wheezing with laughing.
Go on.
So this guy said, "What is unk yapping?"
I'll
come back to that in a minute.
I don't even know that
in a minute. A New Hope made a whole generation fall in love with Star Wars. I'm a new fan, but when I watched it, it was great. And while the effects are outdated, it's charming. So I had to. Luckily, I've got a teenage son in the house, so I had to go, can you translate this? And it basically means, what is Uncle talking about?
As in old bloke?
Yeah. Unk yapping. So that's nice. Now in my vocabulary for anything that happens.
I suppose it's better than Grandad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of which I am officially one. So I can... Bloody hell. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I think I apologised actually when I was saying what I was saying to say. I don't mean this to be bad.
I did put that context in actually. But if you can say more controversial things, please, because it gets us more views on TikTok.
Yeah. Sorry. I will try. Controversial. I'm not sure how to be controversial now. Oh no. God, everything I want to say is controversial is like too controversial. It might get us cancelled.
That's the thing. You've got to be careful, haven't you?
I'm going down. Yeah, I'll get too far into Greg Wallace territory, John Turturro territory.
Does he stand up when you have no pants on?
Do you know what we were watching? We're watching a program, and it reminded me of the fact that John Barrowman got cancelled for putting his penis on someone's shoulder.
I mean, it's at least a first warning, isn't it?
Yeah, if you were at work, that probably wouldn't be accepted.
If you did that in any workplace, except the BBC, apparently. That's unacceptable, isn't it?
But the fact it was John Barrowman makes it slightly funnier. Because he's just sort of like a raving homosexual, isn't he? So he's like, you wouldn't expect that. This is the type of thing
I don't think you can say raving homosexual.
Really?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't make the rules
up. He's a staunch LBGQT.
That's better.
But that makes it funnier because I bet he did it to a male as well. I suppose that's even worse for him, though, isn't it?
He did it to Doctor Who.
Did he?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah, okay. Let's move on from this. Well, thank you, TikTok comments. I shall try and be less controversial in future. I'd like to just really quickly touch on something that we think we spoke about last week, which was Morecambe FC and the troubles we're having there. I know this is not a sports cast. I know everyone hates football who listens to this, but I'd just like to say Morecambe FC was saved by the Punjab Warriors last week with merely hours before we were expelled from the National League.
And then instantly give the manager's job to one of their mates.
Yeah, who then proceeded to win the first game in the 98th minute 2-1. Come on.
To be fair, the guy's got pedigree. He's worked with like loads of different like top managers, hasn't he? He's not just some random.
Yeah, bring on the Sikhs.
I was completely invested in that whole drama, by the way.
But unfortunately, today we've lost 4-0.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so from greatness to not so great. So maybe
the highs and the lows of Morecambe FC.
Maybe it was adrenaline, but yeah, the town went crackers. And I was watching like some YouTube films of it and stuff like that because I couldn't go. I would have gone, but I couldn't. But oh my God, there was a comedy moment as well when someone was so exuberant in their celebrations that they fell over the advertising hoarding and nearly filleted one of the players, which was.
Wow.
So I think it was a lot of happy people, which is good.
I think it seems to be that sort of grass levels football, the lower leagues and stuff, seems to be a lot more fun than the Premiership now.
That's the only reason I go, because it's good being so close to the pitch. It's good not having any money to spend. It's good having players for like 8 weeks before they've got to go back to their parent clubs and stuff.
Yeah,
that's why I like it really.
Do you know what I miss about going to football? Just every now and then, someone will shout something absolutely brilliant.
I once was at a Newcastle United match and I heard someone go, "Off, my fireplace is bigger than yours." Perfect.
Years and years ago, I went to a Liverpool game at Newcastle and someone shouted, and this will tell you around about the period it was, John Barnes was playing and he came over to take a corner and someone shouted, "OJ Barnes."
I had another one when I think it was Michael Owen at Newcastle was taking a throw in, and someone went, "Ho, Owen, you hairy bastard!"
Great, isn't it? Oh man.
So yeah. So anyway, we'll less the sports talk, but it was a wondrous week for Morecambe FC.
Mate, I don't know about you, but I think we should have a beer. It's hot.
I'm not sure if this beer is going to send us over the edge, to be perfectly honest, because it's so warm. But here we go. All right. What was your catchy title again? I've forgotten.
Beers of Round the World.
Our Beers of Round the World continues as a snappy way. Now, I've bought you basically, we'll call this a large can, shall we?
Well, can we show the can?
I think we can, yeah.
Oh, by the way, actually, we need to do this better because we need more beer Instagram content. So,
okay. So we're on Stone IPA.
It's always a relief when we hold up the same can, though.
Yeah. This is sort of the length of your forearm almost, isn't it? It's I don't actually know how big it is. I think it's an American pint. This, yes, it is. So it's 1 pint, 3.2 fluid ounces.
What's the point of it? What's the difference between an American pint and a UK pint? A pint's a pint, isn't it?
You would think so, but no. Americans have their own pint. It's an imperial pint. Well, we're an imperial pint as well, but this is a US imperial pint. And it's smaller than our pint, so it's not 560.
I bet it is.
So, yeah, anyway, sorry. So I'm on Stone IPA from Stone Brewery, who are one of the original punks of brewing Stone. They were punk before it was even trendy for Brewdog to pretend they were punk. And this is an IPA, as it says on the tin. I have had this before, mate, so this is for your benefit.
All right.
Yeah, and we're in the USA, so got any juicy gossip about the USA?
I don't know a fact about USA.
I can't imagine there be many facts about America.
I've got one for you. Hang on. More than 66% of Americans are overweight. How's that?
Thank you, General Weber. I was trying to call you covertly fat with that, but it didn't work. Anyway,
when have you ever called me covertly fat?
Thank you, Wikipedia. Have you drank it? Have you just had a drink?
I just got rid of some of the foam. So technically drinking it, is it?
I tell you what. Okay. I'm in a Flensburger glass, in a proper pint glass, but I'd like to say cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. Okay, don't give it away. Let's have a look at the beer can, mate. Have we decided yet? Are we going to be beer wankers and call this can art? Or are we going to be non-brewer hipsters and call it a can label?
It's can art. It's always been can art. I know someone called you up on it, but we're doing it's can art.
I'd like a critique, please.
Thanks for listening, by the way, whoever said that. I mean,
Oh, that was a brilliant turnaround. Just before you alienate our only listener, you apologise.
I mean, they could have gone to a bit more effort, couldn't they?
I think that's perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think that's a great can. Well
It
done,
looks
son.
a bit like, from a distance, an energy drink can.
Yeah, it does. It's because it's that size, I think, more than anything.
Yeah. Have you ever had one of them? Like a
No,
monster
no,
or a rock star?
I can honestly say I've had a Red Bull, obviously,
Yeah.
but
And a Lucozade.
only with vodka. And yeah, I used to have it. The last time I had a Lucozade when I was still playing rugby, and it used to be trendy to go into the bar before the game and have a Lucozade. For me, it was literally just to get rid of my hangover from the night before, but because I was taking it very seriously, of course. But yeah, no, I can honestly say I've not had one of these new wad-fangled energy drinks at all. But it just looks wrong when you see people drinking them.
So me and my son, every time we go on holiday, so we'll have one energy drink a year. I can say we'll go to the shop and we'll get a can of Monster. We always get the no sugar, like low caffeine one. I had 3 sips of it and go, that's grim. And I never drink any more of it.
Why on holiday?
I don't know. It's like a bit of a tradition now. We'll go to the shop before we set off and get a can of Monster each.
For the journey.
For the journey.
No, I see a lot of people. So like there's someone at work and they drink like 2 or 3.
How?
I know. But I thought it was the sugar that gave you the energy, so I don't understand how it really works.
Well, there's caffeine in them, isn't there? And taurine, whatever there's. I think that's made up. And then it's got other things like...
Thank you, Dr. Dan. Hey, actually... Go on.
I was just going to say, it sounds made up, doesn't it? What's taurine?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, speaking of doctors, I've been to the doctors this week.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, and I've never felt like such a pain in the side as I've felt talking to the doctor's surgery. It's the most hostile phone call you will ever have and ever can have when you're just trying to speak to someone to try and arrange a doctor's appointment. I don't understand how it can be so confrontational.
Well, we don't even get to speak to people. You've got to you do, but if you want to make an appointment, you've got to ring it up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
To get an appointment for the next week.
Yeah. Oh, next week? Are you joking? Next month?
Huh? Yeah, well, ours is always a week ahead.
Well, so I phoned up. So, I know they're doing a job and, I dare say it's quite tough. I bet they get a lot of crap on the end of the phone. But, I mean, they're ultimately there to be a service, aren't they? Yeah. And you start and it's just like, first of all, you've got to go through the recorded message, which takes about 40 years. And then after you get...
the best thing as well, it's like, have you been to Africa? Have you drank enough water today? It's like all of these mental things. Like, has your leg been severed? It's like, I just want to make an appointment.
Well, once you get through that, then it goes, thank you. You are 46th in the queue. Please hold the line. So you wait on that and they give you some terrible, terrible music. And then when they do answer, they go, Dr. Surgery! Yeah. No, it's like, I'd like to see the doctor, please. I was told I have a follow-up appointment. So I'd just like to book one, please. All right, what's it for? It's a follow-up appointment. What for? It's a follow-up appointment for the consultation I had last week. What's it about? Well, it's none of your business, if I'm perfectly honest.
I've got mushrooms growing up me cock end.
Forgive me, but I don't want to give you my whole health history on the phone. So anyway, I'm not that proud, so I told what it was about. Okay, right, well, we can do the 18th of September.
I'll be dead by then, love.
No, thank you. So what else can I do to get an appointment? Nothing. Okay. So eventually I got put on the triage list where they said, do you need to come back? So the phone is back about 3 hours later. Got on the phone. Right, can you come in tomorrow? No, I'm not actually at home, so I can't. I'm back at home on Friday. Right, come in on Friday at 11. Right, deal, done. Hung up. Check my calendar. Can't do that. I'm double booked. So I phoned back immediately. wait in the queue again for 3 hours, get through to the doctor's surgery again. Doctor's surgery, what do you want? It's like Ghostbusters. Doctor's surgery, what do you want?
We got.
and then I said, I've just literally got off the phone. I've booked an appointment. I'm really sorry. I'm double booked and I can't make it. I need like just an hour late or an hour early or any other time that day is fine. But it's just that specific time I can't do. The only one's coming up is the 14th of September. Good God, man. What the hell? So so I basically couldn't. I couldn't even give them my appointment back once I had it.
But you know what pisses me off? So I take my dad to doctors now, and every time he's got an appointment, he goes, "Can you take this to the doctors?" I'm like, "Well, what time is it?" He'll go, 5:30, and he's got loads of these 5:30 later appointments. I'm like, "Why are you giving all the retired people
5:30 appointments?"
Yeah. Surely that's what all the people who are working 9 to 5 should be getting.
Yeah.
Am I mad?
No. I mean, some might say that was logical.
Yeah. And also, I got told... So I tried to get a doctor's appointment last week, but I did it... I always just got like an online thing where you type in... You like have a checklist and type in what your problem is and someone gets back to you. So I woke up with icy hot feet one morning. And I just went into...
Icy hot?
Yeah, like so it felt hot, but it was cold as well. And I was like, right, I'm dying.
Are you some sort of Heston Blumenthal?
So,
easy for you.
Well, you know what I mean? You know what icy hot is? Like when ice burns you. You can get ice burns, can't you?
Yeah, but it doesn't... Yeah, okay, right, okay. Well, let's just move on from this.
You sound like the who responded.
That's the surgery. What do you want?
But I did all my symptoms, right? And because it doesn't give you any option for like a other, so I had to put foot problems, right? And it wasn't really foot problems. I was concerned I had diabetes because that's one of the symptoms of diabetes, isn't it?
Is this when you sent me a text to say,
yeah,
what were the symptoms of diabetes?
So I woke up with itchy feet, basically. And I was like, right, I've got diabetes. I'm dead. I'm going to die in my sleep. So I was thinking that straight away they got back to us and told us off. This is not a symptom of diabetes. The normal initial symptoms are needing the toilet a lot, being exhausted, itchy knob or whatever. And you can't have icy hot feet. Are your feet hot or cold?
I think it was more on your description of your symptoms that have been the problem here. And also the fact that you've automatically said that was diabetes. I understand. I understand why they've
really annoyed them.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Does he want an appointment with a doctor, or is he just going to tell us what he's got? I'd be, do you want to tell us how to do my job?
Well, it's gone away, and I don't have any other symptoms. So
how is your athlete's foot?
I think it's off wearing socks in bed.
You wear socks in bed?
No, but not intentionally. Sometimes I just fall asleep and can't be asked to take my socks off.
So you get into bed with your socks on?
Yeah. Like sometimes, have you ever fallen asleep on the settee watching the TV?
Not very often.
And then you go up to bed and you can't be asked, so you just get into bed.
Never.
Really?
I'm a full doff off.
Pyjamas?
No. Full doff off. Into the
bed.
You
sleep in the nud, don't you?
Yeah, full on.
I don't know if I can tell this story.
The fact that you stopped to consider it probably means that you can't.
All right, yeah, I'll not tell it.
I've never ever, and I couldn't even imagine wearing socks. I quite like that hot and cold thing, when you're like legs out, -8, legs in, +80. And I quite like that.
I know I've slept in a bedroom with you before and you have the window open regardless of the temperature outside.
I do, yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I once went skiing with my mates and I refused to close the window. We woke up and my bottle of water was frozen.
I stayed with you in halls once and you had a full bed with a full duvet and you opened the window and you gave me like a blanket that big. And I was on the floor in the freezing cold. It's like being homeless.
Treat him mean, keep him keen.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we go off doctor surgeries, I've just found out that if you've got diabetes, you get prescriptions for free as well.
Oh, do you? Why?
I don't know. No idea.
That's why I want diabetes now, because I want my prescriptions for free.
They're very expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous.
Anyway, So I've been having another defecation deliberation this week.
Oh, here we go. I still haven't done your theme tune, mate. I don't think that's going to happen now. I'm just going to say it's not going to happen.
Well, for anyone who doesn't know, this is my on the bog musings. It's posing the question, not giving the answers. And
We don't give the answers.
Don't give the answers. My ponderous wisdom. Can you say ponderous wisdom? I don't know, but I went to Wi-Fi this week. So obviously missing a phone on the toilet. But I started thinking about Wi-Fi. Amazing that, isn't it?
I don't understand it.
I mean, I'm a lot more computer savvy than you. And I'm not sure I even fully understand. I am. 100% I am. I mean, actually, not even 100%, 1,000,000% I am.
How do you know that?
Because you're like Alan Sugar. To hark back to last week, you had an emailer phone.
Yeah, I was cutting edge at the time.
So you know nothing by proxy. Anyway, no, but Wi-Fi. So how does it work? So you're getting contact to this other realm of the internet by connecting to a network, a data network in the air. It's a bit like when I was talking about radio the other day. You know, it's like it seems like Star Trek technology.
Can you imagine explaining where we are now with internet and Wi-Fi and phones to yourself 30 years ago?
I had a conversation with my wife, sort of something similar to this about Wi-Fi. I said I was quite an early adopter of the internet because I can remember getting a PC when I was about 17 or 18 and getting on. But then,
going in chat rooms, AOL chat rooms and calling people names isn't an early adopter of the internet.
No, I know
just
that.
Being a twat from 17.
But I thought back, and I thought back even further. Actually, it was earlier than that because we used to do that, didn't we? We used to go on a bit of AOL under the chat
That was
rooms.
so much fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
We
brilliant.
went from funny phone calls to winding people up in AOL chat rooms.
Yeah, it was. We were the original trolls.
We were.
But so, and I thought, yeah, that was pretty early adopter, getting onto it. You know, you were getting into it quite early, and other people weren't that bothered about it. And kind of was like, my wife was like, no, that's rubbish. That is absolutely rubbish. The internet came out ages ago. I was like, yeah, it was like officially invented like before then. She's like, Alexa, when was the internet widely available? 1972. Oh, okay, maybe it wasn't early adopter then. So anyway,
yeah, but you've got to remember we were in Sulgrave in Washington as well, so
and only had one phone line.
One phone line, dial-up modems.
Also, just literally getting a computer that could actually dial up to the internet as well, because that was the hard part, wasn't it?
It was a lot more complicated then, wasn't it? You had to know how to do it. There was no out-of-the-box stuff.
Well, I look back because I had an Acorn Electron computer when I was like in the 80s, that would have been mid-80s. You could buy an internet module for the Acorn Electron.
Yeah, but what were you doing on the internet in the early 80s on an Acorn Electron?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. There was no way you could have done anything. There was no way that would have even given you any enhancement of your life whatsoever.
Dot matrix porn. Hurry up.
The Acorn Electron, I remember that was like it was a basic computer, wasn't it? So it was, basic still exists. Anyway, my defecation deliberation for the week is Wi-Fi. What the hell's that all about? I'm only posing the question. I'm not giving you the answer.
No, don't give the answer. That's a good one, that, mate. I like that. I think that's your best yet. Oh, that was a big drink. Jesus.
I went for it there. You feel obliged to keep up now. So
I'm not doing that.
Another really, really special thing happened to us yesterday. And you know what this is because I texted you about.
I was trying to think of something funny to say, but I couldn't.
For people who've been listening for any length of time, which is probably no one, we are both big fans of This Is Spinal Tap, the film. Very, very big fans of it. I went to see it at the Pictures yesterday. It's been in advance of Spinal Tap 2 coming out. they have re-released Spinal Tap, the original, at the cinemas just for these 2 days. I think it's just yesterday and today.
So is it just a showing of
It's a show.
Spinal Tap?
It's been remastered. It's been done into 4K and all that sort of stuff. So, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. So there's there's a little preamble in from Rob Reiner first. And then he obviously goes into the film, and at the end he says, there's a little treat at the end. But so there was, I counted, including me and my wife, there was 9 people in the cinema.
Really? I'm quite surprised at that, actually.
But there was 2 girls in there who looked about 16, 17, 18, something like that. And they were absolutely pissing themselves all the way through it. Like, you know when they get that hot, like trying to stifle their laugh, they were doing that kind of thing, and they were looking at each other and bursting at laughter. And it just reminded us of us when we watched it.
First time, it's one of those experiences that you're never going to get again. But the first time you watch Spinal Tap, it's so good. It's just so good.
I have to say, so I have made my wife watch it a couple of times as well. But I have to say, she said this is probably of its time now. Now, to a point it is, but what she meant by that was, like, saying "Lick My Love Pump" is not shocking anymore. But right then it was, wasn't it? It was not shocking, but it was, like, amazingly funny. And talking about Sex Farm Woman and stuff like that but anyway, it was brilliant. I enjoyed it. And you know what? The music on it is really good as well. They're really good musicians.
I think that's what makes it so good, that they can all play.
It's so believable as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was, I think so. But right at the end, they brought on they sort of give a little snippet of the new film, and it was hilarious. It was like they were put there as a joke for the end of the film, because they're still dressed exactly the same, but with like 70-year-old faces.
So do you think it's going to be good?
I don't know. Jury's out. I don't know. We'll see. So that'll be the next visit to the cinema for me. And on that theme, I did actually say, I was watching some of the, there's a lot, obviously it's festival season at the moment, isn't it? So there's a lot of like bands going around, and you've seen a lot. One band that's getting around a lot at the moment. Do you know who it is? Can you guess? Are you seeing any band at the moment from the 90s? Let's say from the Britpop era. Not Oasis. Not Oasis.
No, I don't think so.
Ocean Colour Scene.
Actually, I nearly went to one of their gigs because Ocean Colour Scene and Cooler Shaker were playing together. They were going around the country gigging together, so the Ocean Colour Scene would come on, then Cooler Shaker would come on. But the tickets were like 80 quid, and I was like, off, lads, I'm not paying 80 quid.
Well, it's like watching your dad sing a song on stage. He's like a fat middle-aged bloke. I mean, of course he is, because age gets to everyone. But it was just quite shocking that when he's like got a big beer belly.
So this is my thing about aging bands, right? So AC/DC are touring at the minute, and AC/DC obviously like fucking one of the best bands ever, if you like rock music. A legendary band. And I saw a snippet of them playing recently, and they're all like in their 70s, maybe it's even pushing 80.
Yeah, I don't know how though, but yeah, they'll be on.
If someone's paid 200 or 300 quid to get in the Golden Circle, I was a bit like, I think I'd rather see a good cover band.
Yeah, well,
because a lot of it's just saying I've seen AC/DC, like it's bragging rights, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think so. But I mean, they're still putting on a show and selling out stadiums.
Yeah,
so
yeah, absolutely. But I don't know. There's something like Guns N' Roses are a good example of this. Axl Rose's voice is
yeah,
and it's like he still comes on and like squeals and
yeah,
like, and it's like I'm not sure I'd enjoy that gig.
I think I've said this to you before, but I think the only Asian rocker that I'd go and see is.
Yeah, good shout. But I've seen Paul McCartney live, by the way.
But yeah, they say that every time. But I think it would be. I don't think it would be disappointing, but his voice is fading as well, isn't it? But he's got to. He's an old man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
do we still need this? I don't know.
Do we still need old bands coming back? Yes, we do, because Oasis have got to prove that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
you're right.
Mate, so we had the Stone IPA. This is from USA, from our Beers of Around the World with a catchy title. This was a 6.9% IPA. Is the lager on or the lager off? Great.
Trying to bring the soundboard back. I don't know why I bother with this. Should I just stop doing this soundboard thing?
I mean, that's what I've been saying for about 30 episodes.
I don't understand why it's so difficult. I press play and it just doesn't work.
Because we're tight and we use shit platform on a shit network. Net connection.
Oh, shit.
You don't take this seriously. Anyway, yeah, it is a lager off. I like your look of indignation. Did you read the tasting, the flavour notes on this?
No.
Do you remember you once told me a word doesn't exist when you're talking about beer?
Hang on.
Right at the bottom of the can. At the
Driven?
flavour notes.
Oh. Dank.
It was dank, wasn't it?
I don't know, because I don't know what that means.
Are you going to give us out some social so we can leave these people alone?
We're not Sex Fest. We're not Barrowman. Yeah, so we're at the Lagers Off on YouTube, Lagers Off on TikTok. Come and have a go at Unk. And on Instagram. Actually, I'm going to call someone out on Instagram. Photographer Liam is supposed to be doing our photography. Nothing for weeks.
He must have run out of shoelaces.
Photographer Liam, where you at?
I love that we've got a photographer. That's good.
Well, we haven't.
Or not. I mean, must I just have to stop paying them then?
Oh, we don't pay. Just literally doing it out of the goodness of his heart, and I'm calling him out. Bless him.
Well, on that note, let's try and rack up some more views and say something controversial, and hopefully we'll get a few more likes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
on
mate.
that note,
Good stuff.
God bless.
See you soon.
The log is off.